An artist's studio isn't just about paints and brushes. It also needs a spot for planning and, let's be honest, some paperwork. That's why I'm building a vintage desk and chair for those works today. But the real magic? Lighting. I am crafting tiny working lamps for perfect working conditions for our tiny artist. Stay until the end to see how they light up. Our artist got an old beloved desk, and it has beautiful turned legs, which I am making from toothpicks. Sorry for the shaky time-lapse. As you can see, I fixed the toothpick into the drill for turning. And since I only got 2 hands, I squeezed it to my chest and my breathing actually moved it. I am painting the lower part of the table in a cream-colored tone. But since this table is old, the paint is already coming off. Now I am making the miniature version of a chair that I actually got myself. I like to sit on this chair, but I'm not doing so anymore, because when rotating it gets very vocal. I'm used to that, that's why I don't hear it, but once I was recording audio and in the end I had to redo it all. So let me introduce the talking chair. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next episode. The tiny chair isn't as noisy as my big one, so our tiny artist won't have the same problems as me. And look, that's the 2 of them together. Before we equip the desk, I want to show you the tiny tool storage I made. Here you can see me struggle with miniature-sized real-life problems yet another time. Sometimes things get a little too realistic for my liking. Now you're probably wondering what that is. Well, it's the solution to a problem I spent hours on. This will be the lampshade for the working light. I have considered countless objects for this hollow hemisphere. The problem? They were either too large or too thick. In the end, I melted a pin into this eyedrop container and I am so happy with this perfect little lamp component. Then a lot of struggle with the tiny cardboard pieces followed. Now look at that little lamp. I think it was worth all the struggles. With the lamp on the table, we can now place all the other stuff our tiny artist keeps on their desk. Apart from the necessary things, there will be lots of distractions too. Doodles and paints and inspiration. Because if our tiny artists would do their duties all focused, they'd be a superhuman, and I'm sure they're not. Our artist likes to build their own canvases. That's why we have to provide them with the tools and supplies. So we have the wood and the fabrics. And now look how busy they've already been. Seems like it's easier to build the canvas than to paint it. As an artist myself, I have much understanding for that. An empty canvas can be very scary. Lastly, I want to show you how I made the ceiling lamps for the studio. With the lampshades done, we have to take care of the light bulbs. I am using tiny LED lights. Here you can see me remove the red isolation. I had the idea that often these types of lamps hang on a wire with the actual cable wrapped around. So we'll pretend that the plus cable is just a wire and the minus cable is the actual cable. Don't worry about safety though, these LEDs only need 2 small batteries. We will hang the lamps in the next episode because I am running out of time now. Apart from that, we will build the 2 missing walls with huge windows for plenty of daylight. And as usual, there will be some tiny surprises too. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.